We've been led to believe that fat is the biggest contributor to obesity and heart disease. But now we know that's not the case. Starch is worse than fat. That's right, starch, not fat, is the biggest threat to health as starch turns into sugar 15 minutes after ingestion. This is one of the main causes of the rise in diabetes, which affects 1 in 5 to 6 people in the entire world. People cannot store sugar because sugar inside the body is absolutely toxic. So what happens? Well, it either tries to dilute itself by making you thirsty to flush the sugar out, or it turns into fat. This creates inflammation and leads to diabetes, obesity, hypertension, and many more chronic diseases. It is believed that people consume an average of 50 teaspoons of sugar daily. This includes the intake of carbohydrates. Most forms of carbohydrates consumed these days are in the form of starch. Starch turns into refined sugar. Examples are rice, pasta, white bread, noodles, and several others. Did you know that a bowl of rice is the chemical equivalent of 10 teaspoons of sugar? Nobody would ever consume 10 teaspoons of sugar at a time, but we do it when we have 2 or 3 servings of rice or pasta. Most people don't even know that it's sugar. We think that sugar is only in candy, cake, or chocolate. So this might be news for some of us. Diseases are caused by an assortment of things: genetics, lack of exercise, stress and worry, air toxicity, and much more. But the biggest cause of disease is the food we eat. There is a huge misconception about fat being the main contributor to obesity and diabetes. We've learned otherwise. We've learned a lot about this in the last decade. 12 years ago, inflammation was on the cover of Time magazine, labeled as the secret killer. At that time, society believed they had to be on low-fat diets. But the obesity rate continues to skyrocket. People have cut the fat but are still gaining more weight. Why is that? We know the dangers of inflammation now and what causes it. iGalen is on a mission to alert the masses to the dangers of diabetes and other chronic diseases. Now, for the first time ever, a group of Nobel Prize nominated scientists in Florida have developed what we need. They have patented the world's first all-natural carbohydrate manager containing a botanical mix called Emulin. Emulin helps your body manage refined carbohydrates, which controls sugar and inflammation. We encourage you to get more information on Emulin. Thank you.